Obviously, we're grabbing both. You'll visit Alphanode and Cluj, then? Excellent. As I mentioned, your destination is an island off the west coast, so you'll need a mount capable of making the journey. Here's a letter of introduction. Present it to Zemjanmai, the Master of Peace at Temenos Rookery, and he will take care of you. When you see Alphino, be sure to pass on my warmest regards. And now the one we're actually going to. Red Alphino. Better twin. Ready to depart for Almarang? Alize will be overjoyed to see you safe. I know she was particularly concerned of your well-being. She, impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was. Repeatedly. I only hope that my part in sending you to her will garner me some measure of forgiveness. Here. This is a letter of an introduction addressed to a man named Cassard, the master of a merchant caravan. There are few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at the Amara launch, and he will see you reach your destination. To the best, twin! Oh, we've got quest to grab. No, you're the Crystal Exarch's guest, aren't you? Quick, take this. Gotcha! Now I just need you to do this brief survey for me. Only take a few moments of your time. Speaking to people on that list, and then return here and tell me your thoughts on the current state of the Crystarium. Your cooperation is appreciated. You there. You look as if you could use something to occupy yourself with. Received this flyer soliciting help with Spagarix, but I'm far too busy with my own duties to contribute. Seemed ashamed to not at least pass it on, though. Did your group work there? Vital work. And if you're interested in offering your assistance, you'll find Spagarix just southwest of here. Feihan should be more than willing to explain the specific tasks that volunteering would entail. We are in an ad break. I'm gonna take a bathroom break and I'll be right back. Good day, madam. What brings you here? Survey, is it? In that case, I will gladly tell you of our facility. Here in Ballistics, we store and maintain the weaponry used in defense of the Crystarium. Before you, you see our pride and joy, the crystal cannons. These truly inspiring pieces of artillery unleash blasts of pure ether drawn from the crystal itself. The destructive power they boast will even obliterate most Senators, if you can believe it. It is slightly unfortunate that they're so difficult to aim, I'll admit, but that's nothing that the addition of a few more cannons can't solve. Just try to dodge a dozen different blasts coming in your general direction, you creepy bastards. That's the idea, anyway. And suppose I should let you get on with touring the other facilities, but if you have any more questions, you know where to find me. There should be... yeah, there's a ladder back here. Or, ladder. Set of stairs. I know what things are. Up to Pitrix surveys, were you? I'll try to keep this brief, then. Yeah, for both our sakes. And anyway, you're likely already aware that Omaro are vital in the distribution and transport of goods, fleet and hardy as they are. They can't transport as much in one go as a chocobo-drawn carriage, of course, but the time saved by their ability to fly more than makes up for that. There's no faster way to get something to the settlements and fortifications in Lakeland than by Amaro, that's for certain. You stand now in the primary area for the loading goods for transport, and as you can see, the launch platform extends behind me. If you want the Amar to carry you rather than a parcel, that can be arranged as well. You need only speak to the tamers at the counter. In fact, if you have not yet had the opportunity to ride in Amaro, I wholeheartedly recommend that you do so while here. It's more comfortable than it looks, owing to the softness of their coats. Take that as my parting advice to you. That's gonna be... oh, no, this one's in search of Alizé. Okay. I'm gonna have to come back to you. That's Alfino. Okay. Pardon me for staying. I couldn't help but notice that you have the posture of one who's trained in martial techniques. Might I beg your assistance with a small matter? A friend of mine has recently joined the guard, you see. I was hoping to put my skills into work in crafting her armor more durable than the standard issue fare, but she's already been stationed out in Lakeland. I have her measurements, of course, but I find myself unsure of which parts of the garments will need to be reinforced, and which will need to hang a bit loose for mobility's sake. Would you be willing to demonstrate a few common stances for me? Thank you. In that case, could you begin by showing me your usual battle stance? I need to add a bit more give around the shoulders. Would you mind throwing a few punches as well, as if you were boxing? I need to target the... I need to target the artisan when I do that. See, the entire torso needs to be able to twist. The knuckle portion of the gloves could likely use a bit more padding. I believe I understand what alterations to make. You've been a great help. Thank you. I must say that your wang seems quite finely made. But if ever you do find yourself in need of new equipment, come and find me. I'd be happy to offer you to reduce rate on my custom work. That's apparently our battle stance. Not bad. Okay. You're not gonna let me jump off there? Fine. Be that way. Are you then? You must be like down below me. Well, obviously given the arrow, but... in here? Yep, there we go. You don't appear to have any gaping wounds. Are you here for a tincture, perhaps? So I'm afraid it will take some time to prepare. You come in answer to a plea for help? Oh, my goodness. We don't have nearly enough manpower to keep up with the demands for poultices and restoratives at present. I constantly feel as if I'm mere moments away from losing my wits from the stress of it. In fact, are you available to start right away? I'm in urgent need of someone who might go to the Hortatorium for more Dawn Fatale cuttings and nectar. If you're unsure of what those look like, never fear. Linnea will direct you to the correct plant. Where's the Horditorium? That's Alfino, no one cares about that. Sights of the First is probably going to be the sightseeing thing? You're up there, aren't you? Yep. This is Temenos Rookery, where we breed, raise, and train beasts of burden. You might have noticed that the staff is primarily Zun. That is because, as a fairly nomadic tribe, the Zun developed the majority of the techniques for Amaro husbandry that are still in practice today. Many of us are trained in them from an early age. I personally pride myself not only on my knowledge of my trade, but also the ability to impart it to others. It's much easier to learn something than to teach it, but unless each of us makes the effort to do both, all our ancestors strove for will someday be lost to time. That you have come here, and gaze at me with such bright and eager eyes, it can only mean one thing. You, madam, are an aspiring breeder. No need to be embarrassed. It is perfectly natural to take an interest in the mating habits of livestock. But those secrets are not for the uninitiated, I'm afraid. You'll need to start with the basics, and that means cleaning the stables. This is just a trick to get me to do your chores, isn't it? No, do your own chores, Mel. I don't want to do my own chores, let alone someone else's. How many times did you hear the hokey pokey or baby shark? It's a spirit. Take this puncheon sack. It's for a Streel over in Sweet Civ. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark. Are you? You're like up there. I swear. Oh, is the Horditorium down? Seriously, where are you? We can't go that way. Not allowed across there. Okay, that's the Cabinet of Curiosity. Pardon me, might you be the Crystal Exarch's esteemed guest? I'd like to borrow your expertise if you have a moment to spare. There's a boy. You see, he frequents the cabinet regularly. Like so many of his peers, he has never experienced the world outside the Castellum. So he comes here to catch glimpses of it in the pages of time-worn books. I'm certain that what he truly desires is to learn of the living, breathing world, however. The world as it is today, through the eyes of one who has seen it. Might you share your experience with him? I believe you'll find him just up the stairs. can I assist you in locating a particular volume? Beatrix sent you to learn of the Cabinet of Curiosity. Very well, I shall endeavor to grant you insight into its purpose. The many books that surround you have been collected from every corner of Norvrent. Tomes of philosophy, history, art, but also fairy tales and personal memoirs. Any written work, regardless of its level of sophistication or monetary value, is a significant, if small, portion of our collective knowledge. That knowledge as a whole is what the cabinet contains. Of course, there are others far more versed in the depth and breadth of the collection than I. Have you spoken with Morin? Yep. Hello, Amy. Excellent. Well, if you're interested in perusing tomes pertaining to a particular subject, either he or I would be more than happy to assist you. And for our part, we would welcome the addition of any volumes that you may happen upon during your travels. You're from far away? Then, can you tell me what the world outside is like? Pretty please. Oh, then can you tell me about the animals? There are a lot, right? Father says they're all dangerous, though. Is that true? Most are only dangerous if you make them mad. Really? Ooh. What about what it looks like? Does the whole world look like Lakeland? Some of it's more different than you could ever imagine. Hey, Medusa. How goes Sunday? There's a cat demanding a lot of attention right now on my lap that's making it difficult to play. Oh, I think I understand. Then what about traveling? Mother says it's not worth it. There's nothing to see out there, and it's too dangerous. But I want to go on adventures. What do you think? Yeah, Vamp did a good job. I need to figure out how to do more of them, but we kind of... There's not a lot of room to, like, add complexity to it. What about traveling? Mother says that it's not worth it. There's nothing to see out there, and it's too dangerous, but I want to go to adventures. What do you think? It can be dangerous. It's always worthwhile. I see. Somehow we managed to get two female cats that actually seem to like each other. Sure now. I want to see the world. I'm going to study and practice martial arts. Then, when I'm strong and clever, I'll go on an adventure. Thank you for letting me ask questions. Please tell Anthibert that I'm going home. I have a lot of work to do. I wonder if Father will let me practice with his axe. I have some theories as to the answer to that question, and they start with an N and end with a no. Is it time for you to get into your favorite position? There we go, yep. Yes, saw him dash past, eyes twinkling. I do believe in the magic of the written word. How could I not? But it's not quite the same as meeting someone who's been there. You herself is part of the wider world. I've never ventured far from the Crystarium myself, you see, but I know the wonder and fascination that comes from hearing the fireside tales of travelers. You have my personal gratitude for sharing a bit of that with our young friend today. I'm done being a cat boy. I'm a cat lady now. Auditorium's over here. Yep, there it is. Uh-huh. A new assistant at Spaggerix, are you? And what can I help you with today? Ah, dawn fatales. Naturally. Those are the brightly colored brush-like plants that you see. I recommend you take a cutting from the tallest one. We've been quite successful in encouraging their growth of late, so you needn't worry about taking what we require. As for the nectars, you'll need to ask one of the researchers at the cauldron for that. It's a bit too difficult for an amateur to extract. Since it seems like it's your... Since it seems that it's your first time encountering them, it may interest you to hear that the Dawn Fatale is one of the few plants to have survived from the times before the flood. Then, they were kept slowly for their beauty, which I agree is quite remarkable. In the time since the flood, however, we have experimented with various cultivars to intensify their healing properties. They are now used in a variety of medicines. Yes, hi. Hi. I think that gives you a bit of appreciation for the sort of work done here. Though I apologize for the digression. I'm sure you'll be wanting to get back to Spagheris as soon as possible. In about a month, you will probably be making appearances on Wednesdays, won't you? We'll see if we can coax you into chilling out in a cat bed in the new office. Maybe we can stick a cam on you. They're in the bot. I know, they're old pictures. Okay, we got the Dawn Fatale cutting. Spagheris, are you? One moment, please. This is a crucial moment for observing the results of this experiment. Oh, is that where we're calling you? Snex? There appears to be very little difference in how these fertilizer components interact. It's a delicate balance, so perhaps our measurements are off. But we should also consider whether it's the temperature that's causing the problem. Ah, well. Fable nectar, was it? Here you are. Have care that you put it to good use. I mean, if you want to call Medusa a snack, that's between the two of you. I have no input. Okay, I need to figure out how to get to that. What's the best way to get there? So it's like up there. Let's try from here. Hear that? You're a perpetual threat. Still need to talk to you. There you are. Hold a moment, sinner. You're not from around here, are you? A fellow wandering soul? An eternal inhabitant of the road? I thought so. Ere lost the name. My aspiration is to travel the whole wide world, though it's a fair bit smaller than it used to be, so as far as dream goes, it's a lot more realistic than you might think. But danger still lurks in every corner and around every bend. Even so, the sinner's still got nerves of steel. He's a born explorer, Erlath. There's no land too distant or place too forbidden, aye? But what is that I spy looking out of your pack? A log, if I'm not mistaken. Give it over if you would. Aha, I thought so. Record of fantastic vistas and unforgettable sights. We're kindred spirits. A morrow of a feather. Excellent, excellent. It is only right that I share with you such wonderful experiences as you have with me. A collection of amazing vistas I catalog myself that I guarantee will rival the best you have ever seen. Norvrent may be a shadow of its former glory. There's still joy and excitement to be found if you know where to look, my friend. So I implore you, look, look, look! Follow in my footsteps, savor every moment of the journey, and then, when you feel you've discovered every secret this realm has to offer, start again. Promise you won't be disappointed. Yep, and that upgraded the sightseeing log with the Shadowbringers location.